This is Jonathan Aguilar for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Ty Mitchell, who's back August 30th in Manchester with a very interesting fight against Sean Hemphill. How are you feeling about the fight, Ty?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the fight. To be honest, I feel like it's a huge step up. He's by far the best person I've boxed on paper. I've shared the ring with obviously a lot better people than him, but when it comes to a fight, he's on paper the best person I've boxed. So I look forward to the test.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, he just beat Mark Jeffers. He went the distance with William Skull, and people, might say what they want, but that guy just, went 12 rounds with Canelo. So, like you say, on paper, it does look like a good test. What are you expecting from him?
Yeah, I expect him to um, be. I don't know whether he's going to come and try and pressure fight because I think he's good at pressure fighting and he's good at standing on the back foot. So we'll see. I'm not sure. I've obviously prepared for all kinds of possibilities, but I expect a good fight. He's a good boxer, so I think I thrive better against good boxers. So we'll see. Obviously, look, I think it's going to be good. I think even though I'm a professional boxer on Misfits, I'm always still stuck with the connotation of an influencer boxer. So I think this is really going to separate. I think this is a fight that can really separate the difference. Like, okay, he's fighting real professional boxers. He's world ranked. So we'll see, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one because, like you said, you probably could have gone down that route if you wanted to. I'm
Yeah.
sure, if you wanted to go down that route, but you've chosen not to. What can this set you up for a win here?
Yeah, look, I had offers from most of the major promotional companies. I could have really had my pick. I went with Misfits because I felt like I'd be able to add a lot of value to Misfits pro side. Um, so that was the reason I went with them. I'm happy with my decision. I got on with everybody who were there. I think this win will not just be huge for me, it'll be huge for Misfits Pro because it's going to really put a distinction on. And what's going to happen is a lot of professional boxing in the UK are going to say, "Oh, this is legit professional boxing. It goes on box like he's fighting world rank fighters." We just saw it as an influencer thing. Let me see if I can get a piece of the pie. And a lot of professional boxers are going to want to start coming to Misfits Pro, and it's going to increase the value of the company greatly. Um, so it'll do good for Misfits. It'll do great for me. It'll get me in a world ranking position. I'll be able to fight for a world title, voluntary for world title. We have to be. I think it's in the top 15 to be eligible fight for a world title. So I'm looking forward to it. From that, I just want to keep pressing on, keep getting up the rankings. Hopefully, I'll fight someone in the top 10 or top five in my fight after this, and we'll just keep going from there.
When you look back to the Idris Virgo fight, it was a brutal performance. Did it go exactly how you planned and expected?
I knew he wasn't going to hit me. It kind of went. I didn't expect him to be so tough. Like he didn't. I knew he was going to be tough. Like I didn't think he's going to drop from a shot, but he had a lot more heart than I thought. I thought he'd jacket. That was anything that surprised me. I didn't box well at all, though. I boxed very. When I watched it back, I was jumping out of the way of shots, and I wasn't very. I was a bit too tense. I wasn't very relaxed. Obviously, it didn't go long. I didn't really get a chance to settle into the fight. But I didn't box well, so I'm looking forward to putting in a far better performance this time, inshallah.
When you look at your performance, I mean, you say you didn't box well, but you got the job done pretty emphatically. Was it? Do you think the occasion? I believe if I remember correctly, it was in Derby. You had all your fans there. You had the ring walk with your son. It was a real big occasion for you. Do you think like that affected anything sort of in the fight at all?
Um, I don't know. I just wanted to do. I think we are so focused on not getting hit because I just didn't want him to hit me. I wanted to proper do a job on him. Like you won't land a glove on me, and I think I was trying overly hard not to get hit, even though I know he can't hurt me anyway. It's nothing to do with the power. I just wanted to make sure I wanted to do a real whitewash job on him. Well, mainly I should have gone in there, relaxed, taken my time, saying, but I knew my power, light heavy, no one's going to be able to take it. Now I've got down to super middle for this fight. It's going to be even worse because I'm naturally a super middleweight. I'll be heavier than I was for this fight coming into the fight than I was for the last fight. So I'm going to be punching really hard. And I know once I catch somebody, they're not going to be able to take the power anyway. So I always knew he was going to get knocked out.
Do you want to be at 68 or 75?
68. That's my weight. 75, I came in it 173. I weighed in at 173 on the day, and when I boxed the next day, I was about 174. I didn't put any weight on, which is not good. You should be really putting about 10 pounds on overnight, which I didn't because I'm naturally a super middle. So as I'm getting back to training, my body fat's just dropping and dropping, and it's hard for me to keep keep the weight on once obviously I'm training. So because a lot of it's just body fat. So once it's coming off, it's hard for me to unless I build loads of muscle. But I'm not really bothered about getting too big because I think muscle slows you down a lot. I naturally can punch hard, so I don't need the extra muscle.
Because the reason I asked is because Misfits put out something about you and Ben Whittaker and sort of teasing it.
I'd go up, yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
you'd go up to
go,
five.
yeah, I'd go up, but I'd go back up for that fight because it's a big money fight. But otherwise, I'm staying at super middle because that's what I'm strongest at. But if there's any fight, I'll go up to heavyweight if the money was right. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter to me if the money's right. I'll do it because I'm here for the money at the end of the day.
If you could, I know you don't want to look past this fight because it's a big fight, but if you map out the next sort of year, where like, are you looking for sort of big names? Is there anyone in mind that you want, or is it, you know,
Not really. So my thing is to get in the top three. By put it this way, by next year, I want to be mandatory for a world title shot. So that's my plan. By next year, I need to be mandatory for a world title shot. So I'll probably have this fight. God willing, everything goes well, and I get another victory, and then I will hopefully fight once more before the end of the year, which will be probably someone in the top 10. Next year, top five, then number one, and then we'll wait for a championship slot. That's the kind of the plan I'm going for.
and you look at September 13th with Canelo and Crawford. Surely at some point he's going to have to, fight his mandatories. He might like relinquish some of these belts. So I guess if you can get in that position, then a world title shot is imminent, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, we don't know what's going to happen with Canelo and Crawford, who's going to win, what's going to happen with the mandatories and stuff. I'm hoping that they kind of get dispersed because I don't really fancy my odds against either of them two. Maybe Canelo is getting a bit older, maybe I could catch him at the right time, but still, it'd be such an uphill battle. He's such a great fighter, and Crawford is an amazing fighter, so I'd rather not to fancy my chances against either of them. So hopefully they can relinquish the belt.
But surely,
And
like, you'd love to face one of
yeah,
them.
of course, I like if you get a
Yeah,
Canelo fight, imagine how much money you're going to make.
yeah,
Do
exactly.
you know what I mean? So that'd be nice. Um, Actually, I probably prefer that. I probably prefer the. I'd prefer the money than the belt anyway. So give me the money for it.
Show him the money.
Mm.
Ty, obviously you've got your Dillian Whyte top on. I know you're out there sparring with him. Because actually Tyson Fury mentioned it in an interview. How many?
Really?
Yeah,
You mentioned that I'd been out there sparring with him.
yeah. So we asked him
Mm.
at the IBA Pro event, and he said that he spoke to Ty Mitchell, and he heard that Dillian was looking good. So yeah, how was Dillian in this camp?
Yeah, I think people have seen that from the pictures that come out. He's in amazing shape. His head's in the right place, and he's really up for it. So I expect it to be a lot closer than what people think. It's no. Listen, Moses is flying. He's a very good fighter, very fast, very sharp, very powerful. But I think it's far more 50-50 than what people are giving. Dillian can punch like a horse kicks. And if he catches Moses, he'll put him out. Do you know what I mean? But vice versa, if Moses catches him clean, he can put him out as well. So it's one of them fights. I think the later it goes on, the more it favours Dylan.
Mm. So I don't believe this is the first time you sparred him. Has this like become like a regular thing? You going into camp with him?
I've sparred him loads of times over the years. It's the same with like Tyson. I've sparred him that many times. Because remember, we're friends. So if we're training together, sometimes we'll just jump in and have it off. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I've sparred him loads of times. So it's just something that we've always done. It's like if you're two tennis players and you're chilling together and you just like, go and play a game of tennis. It's just that we happen to punch each other in the face.
And how's he looking? I'm not specifically yourself, but like, has he been causing damage in sparring to sparring partners? Has he been sending people home? I don't know what you can say, but how's he looked?
Yeah, Dylan doesn't really fight. He doesn't when he spars. He doesn't try and take people out. He's there to learn, not to just take people out and damage people.
Mm.
That's not how he spars. Don't get me wrong. If someone hits him with a good shot, he's getting a good shot back, and they do have tear ups. But he's not in there trying to take people out. Me and him have punched shit at fuck out of each other on many occasions. But we don't try and you don't try and kill each other. But we don't we'll punch. It's like full on sparring for sure. But you don't. It's not like when you're sparring, you're hitting as hard as you can, but you've got 16, 18 ounce gloves on. But like you're not, even though you're hitting as hard as you can, you're not trying to take the other person out. It's not like you're trying to smoke them. Do you know what I mean? So it's more learning, but it's very realistic learning. It's as close to a fight as you're gonna get.
I don't know if you've seen some of the videos from this week, but Dillian seems to be getting fed up with these questions about Moses being the young guy, and a lot of people saying he's going to win in 3 rounds or whatever. Are you sensing that sort of frustration? You know Dillian well. Are you sensing he's getting fed up with all the talk now?
I don't think so. I think he loves it. I think he thrives off it. He loves being the underdog. Like he knows this. Like everyone was writing him off, but he's saying like everyone's scared to fight this Moses guy. Yeah, he's a good fighter. I like him because I think he generally likes Moses. Thinks he's a nice guy. He said, "You're not meant to be champion boxers." That they offered Chisora the fight, and Chisora said no chance. He said, "You're meant to be a fighter." Because I'll fight him. I'm not scared of no one. And one thing about Dylan is he'll fight anybody. So he said, "I don't know why everyone's so scared. He's a human being with two gloves on. Go in there and have it. What's the worst that can happen?"
Yeah.
So I don't think he's worried about him at all. Like going there and have a fight. He's been in there with far better boxers than him, hasn't he? He's been there with Tyson. He's been in there with some good boxers. So he's not going to be bothered about fighting Moses.
So for you, it wouldn't surprise you at all if he knocked Itauma out on Saturday.
If Dillian White hits anybody on the draw, he'll knock him out. So who's Moses and tell me not to get knocked out? Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But like I say, if Moses hits him on the draw, he'll knock him out. So slugfest to see who lands first, I guess.
So Ty, obviously August 30th, you are back on that big card on that main event. Darren Till, Luke Rockhold. Who do you think is going to win that?
I don't know nothing about Luke Rockhold. No disrespect, I don't watch UFC, so I'd never heard of him like in my life before the fight. So I'll go with Darren Till. Um, yeah, with that main one, I think Salt Papi will beat Tony Ferguson just because I think Salt Papi's a good fight, good boxer. He's good skills. He's very well rounded. So I think he's. But I don't know Tony Ferguson, so Tony Ferguson could be mustard. I know that he's a legend in the sport. I've never seen him fight, but I've heard that he's a legend in the sport. But I think once you're a good boxer, it's going to be hard to beat from a UFC standpoint.
Mm. And just lastly, the last time, you've gone back and forth with certain opponents in press conferences. We've obviously seen the Virgo build up. Do you think this will be a bit more chilled?
Yeah, for sure. I think obviously Tommy Hench is Tommy Hench. He does love some madness. Idris Virgo is Idris Virgo. I think this guy, I don't think he's gonna not say nothing, but I think it's gonna be we're professional boxers. Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna be a bit more professional. We'll leave the influencer stuff to the influencers. We'll shine on the night. Do you know what I mean? I'll be respectful to him, but if he gives it, he'll be getting some back. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know him. I've never seen him. Never seen an interview with him. I don't know how he acts in fight week. Don't know nothing about him. I've seen his fight against Mark Jefferson. That's about it.
Don't miss him. August 30th in Manchester Arena, live on Design pay per view. Just tell everyone where to follow you, Ty.
Yeah, Ty Mitchell official on all social media. And the if you want to buy tickets to come to the fight, the link's in my bio. So it'll be good to have you there. It'll be a good old dude. There's some good fights on the card, so I look forward to it.
There you go. Don't miss it. Ty, appreciate your time and yeah, best of luck, and we'll see you fight week.
Perfect. Thank you, bro.